Together, we will make an easy Detroit-style pizza. Save this recipe for the dough. Now start by melting the yeast in water and add this to the bread flour to make your Poolish. Allow this to rise at room temperature for at least 3 hours long until it looks like this, nice and fluffy. With the help of a mixer, add all of your ingredients inside except for the olive oil. Start to mix the dough on low to medium speed, and when the dough comes together, now you can add in the oil. Keep mixing on medium to high speed until your dough is nice and smooth. This dough is a 75% hydration recipe because I'm going for that lighter open-aired crumb. Now you're going to round the dough out and leave it to ferment at room temperature for 2 hours until it looks nice and fluffy, and then you're going to divide the recipe into 2 dough balls weighing 575 grams each. My pan size is 10 by 14 inches. Now to shape the dough, you're going to dust flour on top and then turn it over. Fold all corners of the dough inside until it resembles a square or rectangle shape. Seal the edges and let this dough proof in an oiled container for 1 hour. There's more information in the description regarding the dough weight depending on how big your pan is. Now let's talk Detroit style pizza sauce because it's actually something very specific to this type of pizza. I went for these strained tomatoes here because you want a nice smooth sauce with no seeds. This recipe is fairly simple. Add all of the ingredients to a sauce pot and slowly simmer for 30 minutes long on low heat. You don't want to burn the sauce. And actually, I happened to add a little bit of sugar only because this type of tomato was super acidic. Don't forget to keep stirring the sauce, and once it looks this thick, allow it to cool. You can easily replicate that Wisconsin-style brick cheese typically used for Detroit-style pizza. I went for a nice low-moisture mozzarella and a sharp white cheddar cheese, and yes, it's way better to grate your own cheese yourself at home because that store-bought pre-grated stuff is actually tossed in powder that we don't want to go on top of the pizza. And for the third cheese, I actually have Parmigiano Reggiano because this is what gives that crispy outer crust. Once your dough is fully proofed, oil up the pan and start to press it out towards the edges. And at this time, it's probably best to preheat your oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Let this dough rest another 30 minutes, and now we're going to finally top this baby. Spread a generous layer of that mozzarella and cheddar mix, and then start to sprinkle the Parmigiano around the outer border. And I had to sauce the pizza with those 2 thick lines of juicy, flavorful sauce. Of course, I couldn't miss out on the pepperoni, so I lined them up on each side of the sauce, so later I can cut the pizza evenly down the middle. With the help of a baking steel, my pizza baked for a perfect 14 minutes for that crispy bottom, and then I switched the oven settings to a broil where I finish it for around 5 minutes until crispy and delicious. It's important to allow the pizza to cool for a good 6 minutes before trying to detach the cheese from the edges. Detroit-style pizza is up there as one of my favorites. It's straight comfort food, perfect to eat on the couch and watch some movies. It has pretty much everything. Those crispy outer edges, a soft tender crumb with a nice sturdy caramelized bottom, pockets of juicy flavorful sauce. Trust me on this one, I wouldn't suggest doing a pre-baked dough. It'll be dry and unpleasant. So try out this recipe for yourself and let me know what you all think. Comment down below and subscribe for more because I'll see you in the next video.